exciting property stories in Singapore right now.
So we are talking about first time in nearly 40 years. Okay, public housing has been planned for Bukit Timah. Traditionally, it was like atas people.
Yeah.
So it is a big deal. So like everything in Singapore property, there is two sides to the story.
Imagine 167 hectares right in the heart of Singapore's most prestigious districts. Land that's been sitting there largely unused for a long time.
Yeah.
Actually, got a bit of use lah.
Hey,
Actually, no lah.
There's no more already.
And the government finally says, okay, we're going to build, right? That's exactly what's happening at Turf City. And today, we're going to break it down exactly what it means for you as a buyer, an investor, or someone who's just trying to figure out all this hype. So stay with us because by the end of this episode, you have a clear picture of the master plan, the upcoming launches, what the analysts are saying about the pricing, and most importantly, the pros, the cons of buying into this precinct. Let's set the scene first, right? Bukit Timah's Turf City site is the land of the former Bukit Timah Turf City. You know, they go race horse there. It's 176 hectares.
That's a very big place.
Yeah, it has basically a large history over 90 years.
So the race course is started in 1933. That's a long time ago. Yeah, almost 100 years ago.
Yeah.
So it was the heart of horse racing in Singapore. Basically, that is where it started.
Yep.
And in 1999, so the turf club actually moved to Kranji. We all know that. So the site has reblend into Turf City itself. So you'll probably remember there's a place that you go, like there's a bit of go-kart, play soccer.
A lot of family activity there lah. A lot of family activity.
There's a lot of different changes of tenants and all this.
Yeah, but eventually it became like a tuition center.
I only remember a lot of soccer playing.
Yeah. Okay, and then in the 2023, the SLA say, okay, all tenant, no more. Okay, we are clearing the way for full redevelopment, and since then, URA has been rolling out the master plan for what they're calling one of the most significant housing estates in Singapore's recent history.
So it's 176 hectares. Okay, to give you a sense of skills, the size itself is 200 football field. 200 football field.
Yeah. That's really unbelievably large.
Yeah, super big. It's like super big.
Okay, so what's the plan? URA has announced that Turf City will be eventually house 15,000 to 20,000 public and private homes. Right? That's seriously a full mini town already.
It's like a mini town. It's like if you count about it, it's almost like a town.
Yeah. You know, they didn't just throw one condo or two condo into one field already.
Yeah. So the entire site is being separated or divided into 4 distinct neighborhoods. Okay, so you will chop into 4. Okay, then each is its own character and style basically.
Yep.
So and critically, about 1/3 of the entire estate will be green spaces.
Yep.
So like parks, open space, natural greeneries, and of course they want to do it in they don't want it to be a concrete jungle in per se lah.
Okay lah. So I mean, transport wise, the estate this one best. This one not one but 2 MRT stations. Right. 6th Avenue station on the downtown line already up and running, and then there's an upcoming station on the Cross Island line called Turf City Station, which is slated to open in 2030. Right. The plan is for residents to be within 800 meters. Of basically no more than 10-minute walk to an MRT station.
Yes, because the site is actually very big.
Yes.
So 2 MRT stations is actually good enough.
Yes.
And the downtown line is very near to each other.
Yes.
Each of them is very near to each other.
Correct.
Okay, so URA basically they want to design this place as a Car-Lite and pedestrian-friendly district. So you walk on the street, you don't need to worry about cars and all this. Walking paths, cycling connections, and then of course the Bukit Timah to the Rochor Green Corridor, okay,
Right.
you can walk 4 hours to Tanjong Pagar.
That one, no lah. Okay, there's also a very strong heritage angle here, right? The plan is to retain and repurpose 22 of the heritage buildings from the old turf club, the grandstand, the old stables, the jockey quarters, right? The racecourse neighborhood will actually be anchored around the grandstand. I think that's one of the biggest, most iconic places, right? And a new oval open space where the horse used to race. So there's a real effort to preserve the character of the site, so that at least they don't just bulldoze the whole thing out until flat ground, right?
Correct. So if actually every time we go, right, we stand at the grandstand and then we see it's actually more than one football field. I see 2 football fields playing at the same time.
Yeah, but actually I think that one can fit 3. But then don't forget there's the whole surrounding space also.
Yeah, then they got fencing and all this kind of thing. So it's a very, very big place.
Yeah. So okay, let's talk about what you can actually buy. Because the rubber, people like to hit the road, hit the ground running. So the rubber going to hit the road in 2026. In fact, it's going to be very, very soon. It's going to be under a month or so.
Yes. So the first ever residential that site is launching. Okay, in the whole entire Turf City plan is called Dunearn House. Okay, so developed by a joint venture by Fraser, Scarcity. Okay, read the thing over here. And CSC Land Group, okay? So very, very credential, very, credible. What's wrong with me? Yeah, very, very credible group about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so 99 years leasehold, about 380 units. Okay,
so the land was awarded in July 2025 at a price of 1410 per square feet per plot ratio.
That's very high.
The top bid out of 9 submissions, right? So it's very, very significant. It's not like a few small developer built. 9 developers built for the site,
yes.
Right? And that tells you the level of conviction in the area.
And when I say it's high, right, everybody is bidding high also.
Yes.
So that means that actually the price around there, that traditionally around there is Bukit Timah.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be on the high side.
Correct.
Yes. So the unique mix itself is very family oriented. So there's 2 bedrooms around the sizes of about 530 to about 680 square feet. So very decent size if you consider 2 bedrooms. And of course the 3 bedders will be from 870 square feet to about 1010 square feet, and 4 bedders they are going upwards towards the 1380. It might sound a bit small, but because all these are harmonized one. Okay, so it's not going to be like full box one. It's for family buyers.
Correct. So I think next one, I think what everybody want to know, right? Money.
How much is it?
Yeah, let's look at pricing. So basically the average, analysts, we look at it, we agak-agak.
Yeah.
I think factoring in all the construction costs, everything, it's going to be around the $3,000 PSF as base case for Dunearn House, right? So overall, 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom, we're going to be around 3 million to about about 4 million for the 4 bedder, somewhere around there.
So hot off the press itself already, there is already a second GLS site that is being tendered. Okay, in April this year. Wait,
So you thought the original this one, the Dunearn House, the developer bid high?
This one, Wing Thai and Metro Holdings, right, came in with a bid of 533 million. Okay, how much? 1,625 per square foot PPR. Okay, it's 15% more than the first site. 6 bidder.
Yeah.
And it's very, very highly contested.
Yeah, so I mean, if you look at it, it's a fifth. So basically, if you were to go into Dunearn House today, let's say when we launch, the next plot more or less guarantee 15% more expensive already.
Yeah, it's already $200 above already.
So okay, So the other thing is the second site will also, interestingly, will have a commercial component on the first floor, which we are starting to see. And this way, right, we're going to see that this precinct slowly taking shape, right? So analysts, we basically, I would say we agak this new launch, this second plot, definitely more or less going to exceed 3,000 PSF. And probably going to be around 3,003. You see, at 3,000 PSF is 10%. To 3,003 is 10%. 15% actually is 3,004, 3,450 PSF.
Yeah. And this is going to be the next standard prices. It's not going to change already. Okay? And of course, don't forget there's another land called the Holland Plain. Okay? That area, right, is 34 hectares area, is also being redeveloped. Okay? Around about 2,500 private units over there. So there will be low to mid-rise to complement the surrounding landed area because that site traditionally is all landed property. Okay? 2 sites that site. Okay? 2 GLS, Holland Plain and Holland Link itself. Okay? Both are tendered to one buyer. Okay? Sim Lian to about 1,430 and 1,491. Okay? PSF PPR. So with the units expected to be about 3,002, we are expected them to be around that price. Okay, and one more being launched by URA this second half of 2026.
Yeah.
Okay, we will discuss it in the next time. It's a separate video.
This one, because Holland Plain has a lot of plots. I think we cannot cover in one video.
Maybe Sim Lian will sell all them.
Maybe.
Take all.
Build one mini town there. Okay, so let's talk about why people are excited, right? And there is genuine, solid reasons to be, right?
First mover advantage. Okay. Okay, but this is really real. This is the very first one, right? Anyway, So it is literally Dunearn House, the first private project to be launched there. Okay, if you buy into a transforming precinct, you are buying at the point of the lowest comparable price. Historically, it has always translated to a very strong appreciation in the future. Next time you will get all the benefits.
So I mean, if you look at the other transformation stories in Singapore, right? I think this one, for all the people who are looking at some of the other areas, right? Lentor number 1. You see, the people keep talking Lentor, right?
Last time people shit on Lentor.
Hey, you buy Lentor,
But now the prices is really...
Alternatively, you look at the even slightly longer, further back, Punggol and Tengah, right? Tengah is coming. Punggol and Sengkang, semi-mature already, you know? The early buyers in those areas did very well. Turf City has the added premium of being in District 11, right? Core central region, it's not some ulu place. This is Bukit Timah.
So Bukit Timah, all the buyers that will buy your property next time, if you buy it, then those people who are already somewhere. Okay. So second, scarcity. So there has been 0 new condo. We all know. Okay. Recently, the very last one is 2019. Okay. Last time the public housing there was 40 years ago. Okay. How many years? 40. Okay.
Although we say it's 40, like no feeling, really think about it. Means today, the newest public HDB you can buy there is already 40 years old.
So the demand of the houses there has been quietly building, and there's no comparable one. And the 40-year-old HDB sell how much? It's the 5 room that are going above $1 million.
Okay, number 3, the education belt. This is Bukit Timah, right? The famous, all the good schools.
Everybody know that it's all the 名校.
名校,
but every school is good school.
But the thing is, there is the good school and there is the popular good school, right? We're talking MGS, Nanyang Primary, Raffles Girls Primary, Nanyang Girls High, Hwa Chong NJC all right? all these, and don't forget, still got one more. ACS also nearby. All within reach. For families, this one, a lot of them, we also know, all right? This one, the people who buy the properties in Bukit Timah, actually for school. This one, non-negotiable. And the school belt directly supports demand and the price for resale.
Yeah. So that comes to point number 4, the green and heritage factor. Okay, we all know it's always there. A third of the estate, right, is actually set aside for greenery. Okay, that means they cannot build anything there. So it's not typical in Singapore. And the fact that they are preserving up to 22 heritage building gives this a very, very strong characteristic that you can identify that you are at Bukit Timah. Okay, this is something you cannot manufacture.
Yeah.
It's a genuine lifestyle that draw people in.
Yeah. So, next will be number 5, all right? This one, so non-negotiable for a lot of buyers today. Yeah. MRT connectivity, right? Now already got the 6th Avenue. The Cross Island Line Turf City Station is going to open in 2032, all right? It's going to be massive catalyst, right? When this line opens, residents will get a seamless connection across the island, right? Infrastructure like this, right, actually trigger price change. If you look at it when they were building the downtown line, right, all the property shoot up. Actually, it's just announcement only, shoot up. Then build, once they finish building, right, shoot up one more time, right? So today, right, is called you have the chance to buy in before it shoot up.
Yes.
Don't wait until the line open, then you buy, right?
So now, let's be real, okay? It is not just sunshine and rainbow and green corridor.
Okay, Lai, let's hear what you have to say, Lai. I'm listening.
Let's address the elephant in the room. Leasehold, okay? Leasehold. And in a historically freehold area, okay? That side is normally all the leasehold, all the freehold
people.
That side. The whole neighborhood, a lot of them. Bukit Timah has traditionally always been like that. Like that side got GCB, landed house, the older condos. You can find one, all freehold. Yeah. So now, there is this thing, all of the Turf City is going to be a 99 years leasehold. We all know about it. It's not going to be changing. The government has not been releasing leasehold land, not been releasing freehold land for forever already.
Yeah, they are not going to release freehold land anymore, right? So, and the thing is, the buyers today have largely accepted this, right? Leasehold is already the norm, and most new launches island-wide are on leasehold.
Unless it's the en bloc
Unless it's en bloc, right?
Unless en bloc.
So, but I think what's shifting is the mindset of Bukit Timah itself. Over time, as more Turf City sites are launched, 99-year leasehold will simply become a new norm. So now you're again, first mover at 99, moving forward is all 99, right? So the new norm, the future buyers will not be comparing this to the old freehold stock. They will take the 99 and compare to the old 99, right? They're going to be comparing it to all the other Turf City launches, and that's actually the stabilizing factor for pricing over the long run.
So what will happen is like, when next time you want to buy a new launch, right? You compare the neighbor, if it's a freehold, right? You are paying sometimes even more for old freehold than a new leasehold, right?
Yeah.
So this is always going to be a problem,
Yeah.
Okay, so the second thing, the construction disruption. This one is always going to be like that, When a new town comes in, the construction site is going to be 20 to 30 years.
Tengah. Tengah a bit faster, I think.
Actually, maybe not 20 30 years.
10
maybe
years, I think faster.
10 years, 10 years to 15 years.
But it's bigger than, I think comparable to Tengah though. Maybe 10 to 15 years.
It's 200 football field. So,
but they're preserving buildings.
So Tengah, what happens in Tengah is they start to build first, then after that, then they introduce the private property.
Yeah, correct.
So this one is actually like starting from scratch.
Correct.
Then you have to bear with it anyway. If you live there early, you got to be okay with that I don't say 20, 30 years. At least 15 years. There's always going to be something
changes
happening. Changes there So there is trains, safety vehicle, noise. Some of the amenities maybe still in play. The 10 minutes neighborhood, what they envision is not going to come out in the day one, basically.
Okay, number 3, future supply risk, right? 15,000 to 20,000 new homes is not a little. It's a lot of new homes, right? As more GLS sites are released, you're going to see a significant injection of new supply into this area over time. And this is going to hurt your rental yield and capital appreciation if the demand does not keep pace. Especially if broader market decides to say, hey, too many, need to relax.
Yeah, fourth, the pricing for this level of 99 years, right? Sometimes ask a bit too much because it's 3,000 anyway. We are talking about 3,000 really.
Yeah.
And the neighborhood haven't really materialized.
Yeah.
Amenities are a bit incomplete, right? Then the Circle Line or the new station.
The Cross Island Line.
The Cross Island Line. The Cross Island Line is still 6 years away.
Yeah.
So even if you buy now and the project complete, right, you still need to wait about 2 years, 3 years for that to come in. Okay, you are being asked for a premium for potential, but not already there.
But I mean, we will know it is all in due time. It will happen, right?
Yes.
So number 5, this is going to be the PLH model, right? The public housing component at Turf City is expected to come under, definitely, this one is not going to be your standard flat, it's going to confirm prime one, right? That means it's going to be stricter resale conditions, right? No renting out entire flat, 10-year MOP, so the HDB buyers here they will not be buying here for investment flexibility.
Yeah, so they will not come in as the upgraders. It's not so easy for you to come in. Yeah.
So, Alan, who is this for?
If you are family looking to anchor yourself in the Bukit Timah neighborhood for the long term, for schools, for lifestyle, for the greenery, if you are committed to a 10-year or more, you are very, very safe there. Okay, essentially, you are buying into the Bukit Timah address at the earliest entry point for a new chapter of this Turf City.
Yeah. So if you are investor chasing short, mid-term or rental yield, right? This one, I think you need to be a bit careful. Rental supply, nowadays you see one new launch come out, all the rental unit, right? Bloodbath one, right? Now you're going to have multiple condos, multiple public housing, all coming out together, right? So once the construction phase is over the next 10 years, it's not. I tell you, you gotta be in it for the long term.
But I think this one not so bad. I'm thinking recently the Promenade Bay, all this, that one is the worst.
This
that
one
4 condo at one point of time.
I mean, but if you look at Bukit Timah here, now they only released 2. There's still quite a lot more to go, right?
Yeah.
So it just depends when they're going to release the
So
land.
we see whether they staggered it.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say you are comparing Dunearn House to a freehold resale around that. If you have to be honest, there's a bit of trade-off. The new launch is going to be 3,000 PSF, and the older freehold, the really old one, 20 years old one, you can get them about 2,002 to 2,005.
Maybe 2,500, 2,600. Some of them are more realistically about 2,500.
I'm talking about the really old one, like Maplewood.
Actually, Maplewood also about there already.
Yeah, the 2,500.
Yeah,
so those are actually long-term hold if you go for the old ones. So there is a genuine question there whether you should go for that or not.
So what's my take? Okay, if this is going to be a very meaningful long-term play for the right profile buyer, right? It's not for everyone, but the fundamentals, right? The location, the scale of the master plan, all right, is going to generate a lot of momentum, and this is going to be really drive future prices upwards.
Yeah. Okay. So look. Turf City is once in a lifetime transformation. Okay? Once a lifetime transformation or once a generation.
Yeah.
So we haven't seen a pristine like that unlocked in Bukit Timah in a long time. Okay? The question is whether is it going to be exciting. So I feel that it's clearly going to be.
Yeah, I mean, if you really look at this, right, there's no other chance. And the next one, maybe like this, nearby will be the Clementi Forest, which is quite far away.
Clementi Forest,
right?
I was thinking the Novena. They bought the land at 1,008.
But that one is GLS, one plot. But
Yeah.
to see a big precinct, a big district area like that, is practically
Yes.
non-existent, right? So the big question here will be whether this is right for you, right? At these prices on a 99-year leasehold, it is a very personal calculation that depends on your personal horizon, your priorities, your financial position, and also your requirements. Maybe it's the school, maybe it's transport, maybe it's parents, right?
Yes. So if you want to dig deeper on whether Turf City or Dunearn House itself fits you specifically, reach out to us. We are happy to walk through the numbers with you.
All right, you can find a link below in the description to reach out to us. Okay, if you found this useful, hit that like button and subscribe.
Smash it.
Yeah, smash it.
Yeah.
We try to cover Singapore real estate every week, right? We make it fun and no fluff. So it's down. We make it simpler for everyone to understand, and basically we analyze it for your need.
Okay, so drop us a comment. Are you going to be excited about Turf City, or are you just staying at the sideline? Let us know.
Okay, we'll see you in the next one. See you.